There we go. Everything's working. Starting up, and we're live. Welcome, everyone. It is the season of legend. It is the hunt of legends, and let's start with the legendary Pokemon that started it all for me when it came to Pokemon. Dialga. Good. I am pinning that right there. Gug Yugaba. That's freaking fantastic. I am pinning that. So just give me like 1 minute. Actually, I'll type it in later. That's freaking fantastic. I love it. And let me actually change the music because I mean I actually know that the song would fit. This song fits. The song fits. And we have Honchkrow. This is actually my team that I beat the game with in this game. Honchkrow. Okay, so it is lower level. Okay. Nightshade. I actually kept Nightshade for a very specific reason, for aiding in catches, and good. It does a good bit of damage. Slash. Alright. Not a whole lot of damage. Good. Nightshade. It's not going to be hurting all that much, so it makes sense. Which is very, very helpful. Flash Cannon. Legitimately one of my favorite moves in the entire game. Okay, that was it. Okay. Wait. This is a shiny hunt. This isn't even trying to catch the thing normally. This is just a shiny hunt. I'm so stupid. Text. That's a 1. Why was I even fighting it? Come on. Well, I can wait for that one. There it is. Why am I even battling that? I guess it was a good battle, like a battle test to see how much damage it did. But yeah. But yeah, it's like let's see it. Let's get this shiny. Come on, load up, load up. And yeah, thank you for reminding me, Pokemaximum, to not fight the thing because it's not shiny. We are only here for the shiny, but the good thing is it did test enough to see, okay, we know how much damage Nightshade can do, so we know what we're going to have to do. But the thing that worries me, though, is the amount of PP it's going to have. Because I know that Gugyugaba. Gugyugub. There it is. I am pinning that. I hope you guys don't begrudge that, but yeah, we are pinning it. Let's say something. How many encounters? Oh, I forgot to actually switch my thing. Okay. Well, I know that for later. I know to switch it now. So I need to go switch that over to a numero dos. There's 50, 100, add an option, 150, to 200. So I actually do wonder, how many encounters do you guys think this is gonna take? Hey, Chris Delia, the shiny Honchkrow, how are you doing? Speaking of Honchkrow, that's who we have as our lead. Actually, we should have the lead of this thing, because Honchkrow has Nightshade, which is very helpful. I love Nightshade for catching stuff, but like, what do you guys think is gonna take for this whole thing? How long do you think this is gonna take? I have to switch out my Honchkrow into the lead and then save just to make sure. But yeah, you can see my team that I actually beat the game with. I very much like this team. It's not my best team I've ever put together, but I like it. I very much like this team. 3. Nope. So we're up to 3 encounters. How is everyone doing today? Doing pretty good. Replaying Let's Go Eevee again. Oh, really? How are you enjoying it so far? I think that overall Let's Go is the definitive way to play Kanto because it's honestly, in my opinion, the best version of Kanto. But I'm glad you're doing. I hope you're doing well. I mean, unfortunately, it said you're bored, but I mean, glad you're here. At least the boredom brought you to me, so we could do some shiny hunting stuff. I hope. Oh, okay, got invited to a new server. And this is 4. There we go. But now we are, and not Sparkle. No, not Sparkly. It is not a Sparkly Dragon. I want to have that. Yep. Let me actually, because someone just invited me actually into a server right now, and it's like worst time right as I'm streaming. They invited me into a server. It's like I gotta get that. But and this is gonna be encounter number 5. So let me get that. Hopefully this is going to be a shiny, sparkly, dragon-y thing. Let's see what we got. Nope. I want that teal metal. I want that teal dragon. I love Dialga. Legitimately one of my favorite dragons. It actually is like legitimately my favorite one. It is legitimately one of my favorite dragon types there is. I missed Let's Go Eevee. I enjoyed playing through the game. The thing is, I also enjoyed it myself. I also enjoyed Let's Go, but I enjoyed it mostly because I think it's probably the best way to play Kanto. Hey Gavin, how are you doing? Let me actually go grab your link. Gavin, Pa. I could just go onto your Discord server and probably grab your link from there. I can just go grab your link from your server. Hopefully it's there. Hopefully your actual link is there. Or actually, I can just Google it. I can just Google your link and get it from that way. So how is everyone thinking going for everyone? I hope everyone is doing quite well. Pleasure to meet you guys and see that all of you guys are doing well. Dude, how have you been? I have been very good. I have been very well myself. We actually have a lot of content, as you can see from on the channel. We have a lot of, discussion videos. We have a lot of, analysis things. We have streams for shiny hunting. We have a lot of stuff going on. It's just, things are busy at the moment, but very good. It's things are good. But how have you been, Gavin? I haven't seen you in a while, so let me grab your link. This man is a wonderful person, creator of content. So, if you would please go give him a subscription if you have not already. He's a wonderful human being. I really don't like, though, how long some of these resets take, but I mean, it's the way it is. It's just the way that it is. This is going to be encounter numero 7. Can we please get our teal dragon? Can we please get our teal dragon today? I hope we can get our teal dragon today. I doubt we're going to get it today. I doubt it, but I mean, what do you guys think is going to take the encounter list for? I think it's probably going to be in the thousands range. I think it's going to probably be to get with 1,000. A busy season, a wedding over. Oh wow, so you got married. Nice. I hope that it was a good wedding. But yeah, hope it was a good wedding. But yeah, glad to see you're here. Glad that you're here. I mean, it's been busy for me too. I've had a lot of stuff going on. I have so many just things just going on. I have so much editing for the channel. I have so many, school going back next semester. Just wanting to things. Just, I have to get back to campus next semester, so I'm not going to be able to stream, which is really sad. It's this is my last month of being able to stream. But, yeah. This, again, sorry if my brain is just all over the place right now. I am just a potato brain at the moment. But yeah, hope everything is pretty good. So let's go Eevee. My team is Eevee, Pidgey, Bellsprout, Nidoran, Rattata, and okay, not a bad team. Not a bad team. I like it. I mean, I like Bulbasaur. I like Bulbasaur. It's my favorite of the Kanto starters. I'm not the biggest fan of the Kanto starters as a whole, but I do like Bulbasaur. I do like Bulbasaur. Bulbasaur's a good boy. Nope. Now we're on to Shiny Reset number 10. But yeah, congrats on getting married, Gavin. You're actually one of like, I actually know like 7 people, actually not 7, I was known like 5 or 6 people who've actually get married this year so far, and it's like, wow. Nice. Glad to see you're doing well, and I thank you for inviting me like into your server. It means a lot. Hope everything is okay. I'm glad that I didn't know that you actually had a server. We also have a server, like we also have our own server. It's a link down in the description below if you want to join that, but you don't have to if you don't want to. There's a self-promotion channel. There's like, memes. I share some pictures of my pets, same Bulbasaur evolutions. I mean, it's mostly like I don't really care much for the like Charizard. Okay, like Charizard's cool, but at the same time, it's not my favorite. And like I like Blastoise to a degree, but I don't know. It never really appealed to me in the same way it did for most people, seemingly. So I don't know. It's a good thing. I like it, but at the same time, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite, and I will openly say that. Wedding are amazing. Got married on the 30th of October, and yeah, haven't invited anyone in a minute. Just at like 10. Yeah, I know that feeling. We have like only about 5 or 6 people who are active on my server, including myself, so I know that feeling. I mean, we all gotta grow gradually at some point. We all gotta grow, all gotta spread our wings, and just get bigger as time goes on. Which is one of the reasons why I'm super sad that I'm gonna have to go back to school very soon, because it's like, when I go back, I'm not gonna be able to stream. And streaming has really been what's kept my channel growing as much as it has, for as quickly as it has, and like when that stops, my big worry is that things are gonna start shrinking, and we're gonna start shrinking. But I mean, we'll deal with that when we get there. I'm super happy. Like the difficulty analysis series has been doing as well as it has been. I am super glad that like the streams are doing well. I mean, I am a little disappointed that the Metroid series and like the Shovel Knight series, like they really haven't been doing super well. Because like I enjoy the Let's Play stuff a lot more, but they really haven't been doing too well. And I mean, I get why. Like it's not like the most popular things to do, but I hope like things will with that sort of like get a little bigger when I'm not doing things, because I know that streaming kind of interferes a little bit with that. Because like I mean, even though like the streaming and the Let's Play stuff, like those are very different kinds of things. So I know about that, and that's a bit of a thing, but I don't know. I hope that I'm on my way to the second gym, which will actually be the last. What do you mean the last gym you're doing? What do you mean like it's the last gym that you'll be doing, Chris? Not sure what you mean by that. Do you mean like you're gonna be like stopping for today and like continuing another day or something? Shiny hunts made a lot of the community pop off. Yeah, I mean. Well, the thing is, it was the shiny hunt thing that did it, but it was also, I mean, I don't even remember what my first streams were that I was doing. But yeah, I actually don't even remember what like my first streams were, but I know that they weren't shiny hunts. They were not initially shiny hunts. First stream that I did. Actually, I kind of don't even remember what my first stream I did was, but I mean, yeah, the shiny hunts have really helped my stream. The raids have, really, of course, helped a lot of people, helped me, and yeah, it was just great. No, I'm gonna do the next gym. I'm gonna catch. Oh, what? You can catch Articuno in? Really? You can catch them that early? I thought you needed to be Koga to get the Surf one. To get Zapdos, because I know you need Surf for Zapdos, but nice. Nice. This is going to be number 14 Please be a shiny, please be a shiny, please be a shiny. It is not a shiny. How unfortunate for me. I very much want to see a shiny Dialga. I really, really want to see a shiny Dialga. Like, I'm really hoping to get a shiny Dialga, but I know it's not going to be today. I know we're not going to get one today. But, I mean, it will work towards it. Every encounter is one encounter closer to our eventual shiny. Same logic I have when it comes to the Dynamax adventure hunts, where, I don't know, I'm a little split. Like, there's a part of me that wants to do some of those like off screen a little bit, because there's just a lot going on in those, and they take a long time. Especially Zygarde, but I mean, like, the Zygarde's one I enjoy doing on screen with you guys. I enjoy doing the Zygarde ones, where it's like, oh, I might, like, record off screen a little bit and do some stuff in those off stream. Because one thing that I like doing is, while I'm doing, like, Dynamax adventure things off screen, when I'm, like, just getting, like, Dynite Ore, when I did get Dynite Ore for things like that, was I would do editing for other things. Yes, Let's Go Games to break HMs, you don't need... Oh, really? Oh, really? Okay, I thought they still kind of had that sort of lockout thing via the HMs, like, sort of, but, I mean, I guess they don't, but nice. Good on you. I mean, Zapdos is awesome. Zapdos is a beast. My favorite of the legendary birds in Kanto is Zapdos. I love Zapdos. It's a great Pokemon. It is my personal... That's why I love it, because Disc Quake is just super fun. It is super fun to do Disc Quake strategies and shenanigans. But yeah, that's fun. That's highly fun. Number 16. I mean, we're flying through encounters right here. It's about one encounter per minute. So, you know, if we're just flying through them as quickly as I am, we will probably get through, assuming, what, hour and a half stream, about an hour and a half-ish stream. We'll get through probably 100 encounters or so. So we'll be decently okay. But I did not know that you could actually get Zapdos and Articuno that early. That's impressive. I prefer Galarian Articuno to Vanilla Articuno, sort of like Kanto Articuno. See, here's kind of my feelings on like the Kanto birds. Is I like Zapdos, Moltres, I'm okay with. Articuno never really got me too much, and that's mostly because like I like Pokemon that are a bit more aggressive when it comes to their stat spread and like the things that they can do. But I won't knock Articuno, because like it's got some things it can do. It was better back in Generation 1, and it's just not as good as it is these days, just because of the way the stats worked out with the way stats split up. It could have happened to either of them. But I like the Galarian one more because, like, in competitive VGC battles, competitive as an ability is disgusting. It's just freaking disgusting. I mean, you have an Intimidate user or like a Snarl user, whatever it is. Okay, you've dropped my stats. I now get a massively boosted special attack stat, and I'm just laser blasting your face in. I actually don't really care for a Galarian Zapdos. I like the concept of, like, okay, so you take a Pokemon that's based on a hummingbird. You know, a hummingbird is always flying in the air, it doesn't land, you know, it's always pictured flying, to, well, basically turning into, like, an ostrich type thing, where it's, you know, running. It doesn't fly, it runs. I really like that idea, but I just prefer regular Zapdos because it's so much better. Yeah, the thing about the Let's Go games is you can get the legendary birds. Yeah, well, the thing is, you could get the legendary birds in the original games before being the game, too. You could get Zapdos and Articuno before you beat, like, you could go straight from beating, I think, Misty to, you could fight Koga, I think, right after, because you could, like, just because of shenanigans involving how the game is programmed, and that doesn't, like, block you from getting to Koga's place before then. So you could go to Koga basically after that and then have Zapdos and stuff before then. But Moltres, I know you needed to get really far into the game for. I know there's like a little interesting thing about those games, but I kind of like that idea, but at the same time I kind of don't, because this is one thing about the Pokemon games I find kind of dumb when people bring it up, is that people bring up a game is easy because you can get certain really powerful things as early as you can. It's like, this is one thing about when people say these, new games are so easy because, oh, you can get, super powerful super powerful Pokemon from, raid dens or, things like that so early in the game. Well, not everyone's going to do that. You're talking about the extreme end of what people will do in a game where most people probably aren't going to be doing that. And people are like, well, in these older games, you don't have those things. Ugh. It's like, that's one of the reasons why we did the difficulty analysis series, to really look at how hard these games are and really look at, is there any merit to a lot of those complaints. And in a lot of those cases, there really isn't any merit for those complaints of this game is easier than this one because of these reasons, because people are hyper-focusing very, very specific examples that are taken so far to the extraneous extremes that it's completely invalid. I mean, you're looking at one game through the lens of playing it normally or actually playing it intentionally subpar, to another game where you're intentionally hyper, specializing your team, going super far out of your way to get those specific things designed to be as strong as possible. And it's like, you cannot compare these two together because there's in no way anything that even close to makes them comparable. In one game, you're playing a certain way. In the other game, you're playing a completely different way that invalidates comparisons. One of the reasons, again, why we did the difficulty analysis series, and I love that analysis series. That, I would say, is probably legitimately one of my favorite series to do, because it lets me be super analytical, and I'm still here just getting ready for work. Yeah, I understand, Gavin. I understand. I do the same thing a lot of the times when it comes to me watching other friends' streams. When I'm editing stuff, I have my computer, like my editing computer, which is my PC, where I'm editing on there, but in like my laptop, which I have in front of me, and it's like I have my laptop in front of me, I have my PC off to the side, I have on my computer my friend's stream, and on my computer I have my editing stuff that I'm working on. And it's like I just do the exact same thing. I love doing that because it lets me edit at the same time I'm also supporting my friends. It's like a little bit of work thing like that. But how's everyone doing today? I hope everyone is doing very well. I'm doing great myself. Of course, we are hunting the greatest legendary Pokemon, Dialga. A little bit of explanation about Dialga. The first game I ever played was Diamond in full, and the first legendary I ever caught was Dialga, so there is a little bit of that, but also Dragon and Steel are my two favorite typings. They're my favorite types. The only thing I hate about Let's Go games is you need certain requirements. Yeah, that is a little dumb. Like, that is one thing about Let's Go I will say I don't like. It makes you go get a certain thing beforehand, which it's dumb, yeah, but at the same time, the game of Let's Go was designed to be a hook for the people who played Go, and also like a nostalgia baiting people. There have been so many changes since then that it's basically designed for that, Because one of the things about Go that a lot of people who play the main series games don't kind of realize all that much is when it comes to Go, when it recommends Pokemon to battle against like gyms or raid bosses or things like that, it recommends Pokemon based on a purely defensive advantage and strongest charge move in terms of like power of the charge move. So like you can have a Pokemon that has a 3-bar charge attack that is quite weak, but overall is actually statistically superior to a single-bar charge move, but it will recommend you bring the single-bar charge move Pokemon because it does more damage with a single move. The other part is also when it recommends things in Pokemon Go, it recommends them by defensiveness. So you can be going up against a Pokemon using a move like Hyper Beam, but it will recommend, say, like Aggron, or it will recommend Tyranitar, because it recommends based on a defensive advantage standpoint, which is something that is a bit of a problematic, and they did fix that actually later as time has gone on. They did fix that I think a couple of years ago to make it less intrusive that way. But they didn't really recommend things on an offensive advantageous type matchup standpoint, and that really, it's something that does have, in my opinion, a little bit of a need to have be told people, because it's just based on the way the game works. They don't really tell you that. not exactly. It's not perfect. I think it's pretty stupid overall that they do recommend defensively, but it makes sense because Go was always meant as a casual game. Go, I mean, Pokemon itself has always been kind of a casual game. They have stepped into more non-casual territory. I mean, with the way Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl is, like these are pretty hard games, and we'll be getting into that in the difficulty analysis series of how difficult these games are. But these games were always meant to be more casual, and really Let's Go, I mean, Go is an even more casualized version of an already pretty casual heavy game series, so it's like super casual. And I'm not going to defend it. Like, I think it's legitimately stupid that they do have it that way, but for what it is, it makes sense. Also, the only thing that annoys me about getting 2 badges, the fog you mean Dark Cave? I think you mean Dark Cave. Yeah, I mean, Dark Cave is stupid. I mean, not Dark Cave, yeah. Rock Tunnel? Yeah, Rock Tunnel is what it's called, I'm pretty sure. Like, the Rock Tunnel is just stupid. It is, even in the original games, it's basically a giant, like, ladder maze where you just have to go all the way around the whole thing, because it's just, if you look at the way that the Rock Tunnel is laid out, just as a strict map, it's the dumbest thing. I cannot stand it, and it's one of those things about Kanto that just, I say, this is one of the reasons why Kanto has aged so poorly. The only reason why it existed is specifically to be annoying, to make you want to go get Flash before doing this. That's not a good game design, to the point where it just annoys you into doing something, rather than being legitimately, it's recommended you, again, it's to recommend you do this thing first, but you can do it without it, but you can only do it without it by just, like, stumbling around. It's the dumbest thing. It's so stupid. But, I mean, again, it's Kanto. Kanto is bad, and, I mean, I don't want to beat a dead pony top at this point, but it's like, Kanto sucks. Like, there's really no way of really going around the point of Kanto just sucks. It's like, it boggles my mind. The only thing that makes it bearable is the fact that on Let's Go, it's not foggy. Yeah, you can slightly see where you're going in that game a bit more, because it's, like, color gradient shifted. It's not, you can only see a tiny, like, not a 3x3 square, like, 3x3 circle, essentially, of where you're going. You can actually see what you're doing on the entire floor. It's just everything is blacked out, and you see outlines of things. It's a much better way of doing things, but it's still stupid. Like, yeah, you got it right, Maximum. It's just stupid. Overall, I have no lost love for Kanto when I rip into it, and that's one of the reasons why I actually cannot stand Kalos, is Kalos has similarly a lot of stupid things. The difference is that when it came to Kalos, they knew the problems of Kanto when they made Kalos, but they just didn't learn from them. They continued a lot of those issues and didn't really bother addressing them. Hey, Janelle Jet, how you doing? Glad to see you're here. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a while in the streams. I mean, I saw you earlier on replying to the last night's stream, but how are you doing? Glad to see you're here. And again, anyone who has not, please leave a like. It very much helps stream promotion. I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good, Janelle. But how are you? We're just hunting Dialga. We are looking for the best. We are looking for the Clock Dragon, the best legendary Pokemon. I love Dialga. It's such a great Pokemon. Just absolute legend of a Pokemon. I love it. It's just one of my favorites. I mean, it actually is my favorite. The thing is, even though it was the first Pokemon, I'm going to Walmart. Nice. Even though Dialga was the first legendary Pokemon I ever caught, I still would love it today because it's just solid competitively. It has one of the best type combinations there exist in the series from a defensive and offensive standpoint. It has an extremely small pool of weaknesses. It has a very good profile of neutral offenses, excellent defensive stats, excellent offensive stats, a lot more speed than you'd really expect from Pokemon of its bulk. I mean, when you neglect the fact that it's a legendary, I mean, legendaries tend to have, comparable bulk to things. but it's just Dialga as a whole. It's just an absolute freaking unit of a Pokemon. I love it. 31. Hopefully we can get one. I have a feeling we're going to get this thing probably in the ballpark of when we get to around 3,000 resets. You know, maybe like 3,000, maybe 2,000. I think we could probably reasonably have seen one. But yeah, I'm in preparation for this. I've actually gone and got the Catch Charm, which the Catch Charm, for those who don't know, is pretty much increases your odds of getting critical catches as opposed to just increasing your ability to catch things, which is one of the things I'm hoping if we can get a critical catch. The way you get the Catch Charm is actually go to Game Dev's house in the resort place, and they will just give you, if you've seen every Pokemon in the Synodex, it's not like you have to catch everything, it's just you have to see everything. So basically, when you get the National Pokedex, you can go get it. Increases your odds of getting a critical catch. I'm also, depending on if they actually keep the mechanics from Generation 5, I think the more Pokemon you have filled out in your Pokedex, the better your critical catch odds are, but I'm not 100% sure about that. But yeah, we have that, so we pretty much have our best odds of actually getting Dialga. Hopefully, we can actually get the shine. I mean, the one thing that terrifies me is when we do this, that I'm going to not be able to catch the shiny simply because it doesn't want to stay caught, which is why I am on standby having the Master Ball. Like, the Master Ball is on standby. Ideally, I'd like to catch this Dialga in a Timer Ball just for fittingness sake, because, I mean, it's Dialga, Timer Ball, time Pokemon in the Pokeball that is based on time. I mean, that's just the way that I would want to catch it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to catch it in that, and I mean, again, I would Master Ball this thing in a heartbeat if it's a shiny Dialga. I would not complain. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. I'm not sure what we're gonna do after when it comes to this, because the thing is, I've mentioned before, I'm not gonna be able to stream all that much. I mean, I'm not gonna be able to stream at all when it comes to when I go back to college on January 10th. Is like the last, I think it's either January 9th or January 10th is the last day that I'm here, and well, I think it could be the 9th or the 8th. So I'm not gonna be able to stream until like May, probably, like I said, maybe May 15th at the latest. So we have only about we only have like less than a month left of doing things before I have to go. And I mean, I'll still be having uploaded content. I mean, I'll still have like the Let's Play series are still going to be uploaded, the things like that. But I mean, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's okay. Yeah, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed everything. Like, you guys being here and enjoying everything, it's made so much of this. You have no idea. You have no idea how much it's made things. But let's get back to Dialga. Let's get back to hunting Clock Dragon. Counter number 35, Gigiaba. I love the Dialga. I love the text cry thing. It makes no sense, but I still love when they do that. Nope, that's not a shiny. That's not a shiny. Give me my shiny Dialga. I want it to sparkle. I want it to sparkle like a diamond. Ah, Dialga, my favorite. Love Dialga. I don't know. So do you guys have anything you want to talk about? Because like I'm kind of running out of things to say. I've been doing this for about a half hour so far, and I'm not really sure what to keep rambling on about, because I can only ramble so much. Binge Worthy, howdy do. How are you doing? Let me grab your link, because anytime a creator enters the stream, I always have to go and grab their link. How are you doing, Binge? I am glad to see you are here. What is cracking is nothing at the present moment, but for those who please go subscribe to Binge-Worthy Gaming. He is a great creator, a great fellow content creator, and just all-around great person. Just all-around great person. So please, show them some love and affection. Also, we have really actually started passing up that number of just the encounters per minute, so we've actually gone into the territory of that. So, let's make sure that we keep ahead of that curve. Also, yeah, this is going to be encounter... This is encounter number 38, actually, because I didn't tick the thing up before. So this is number 38. Please be shiny, please be sparkly. You're not sparkly, hopefully. We can get it before too long. I am legitimately surprised how quickly we're flying through these encounters, but then again, considering the only other reset thing I did was a soft reset was the starter, and the starter was about 2 minutes. This is about, I'd say maybe like 55 seconds. Well, speaking of rambling, I attempted to sleep lock last night for about 11 hours. See, I don't do sleep locks for that exact reason, because I know I would go crazy. I also know that I am very weak when it comes to I need sleep, so I would just not be able to do that. I need sleep. I am weak, and I will never deny that I am weak. Hey, Fearsome Ferrothorn, go shiny hunting, stop by for a minute while I'm home from the hospital. I hope your mom is doing okay, Fearsome Ferrothorn. I hope she's doing well, and glad to see that you stopped in. Also, if you have not, please go show some love to Fearsome Ferrothorn, a fellow fantastic Steel-type named content creator. I'm glad she's doing okay. I'm glad she's doing okay. And again, thank you for the like, Fearsome Ferrothorn. Thank you for the like. Now, to Dialga. Hopefully, this is going to be number 40. Actually, I think that was encounter number 40. No, this is encounter number 40. This is encounter number 40. So, when do you guys think we'll be actually reaching the Dialga? Because like, I don't know when we're going to be reaching it. I think we're probably going to reach it like in the 2000s. I don't think it's going to be for a good while. She's doing better. Yeah, I hope she's doing better. I hope she gets released tomorrow and everything is okay. I remember when my mom went in for chemo a couple of years ago and she was okay. I know your mom isn't going in for chemo, but I remember how worried I was for that, and I've been there, and you know, just I feel for you. Hopefully she is doing well. Hopefully she's doing better. Now, on to our 41st encounter. I know that I ticked the thing up, but I ticked it up because I'm inconsistently ticking up things. Yeah, 306 encounters. I hope it is. I hope it's something, like, sensible like that, but I don't think it is. I think it's going to be something in, like, the very, very high numbers range. I think it's just going to be, like, a very high number, because that's just how games go. We are not lucky. I mean, we have used up so much of our early shiny hunt luck when it comes to things, because we got Reshiram at 28 encounters for shiny Reshiram. We got Grubbin at exactly 30 encounters for the 100 sub shiny hunt Masuda method. And then we also got like shiny Lycanroc, and we got shiny Lycanroc we phased on. We got shiny Alolan Sandslash that we phased on. In the Kaiju lock, we got the shiny Ghastly. I think my shiny luck is like dead. I am like 99% sure my shiny luck is dead. Oh, thank you, Fearsome Ferrothorn, for dropping a subscription actually to Binge-Worthy. Again, this is why I always do it, get some kind of creators introduced to each other. I don't really name my shinies is the thing. I don't really name them. Because, like, when it comes to Let's Plays, I name my Pokemon, but I don't name them, like, when it comes to my competitive teams, I name them. When it comes to my Let's Play teams, I name them. When it comes to certain playthroughs, I name them. But I don't name my shinies with the exception of my mascot, Steven, and that's for reasons, but I will have to think about that. I will have to think about that. Yeah, I don't really name them. It's like it's one of the it's kind of like why I don't name when I do Nuzlocke, like do the Kaiju lock and things like that. I don't name them after like people who come in the stream and everything like that, is because it's a thing that a lot of people do, and I feel it's a bit, you know, a bit, I guess, like standard for the people to do that. That's not 401. Welcome to Cringe City. Oh, trust me, I am like the mayor of Cringe City. I am the mayor of Cringe City. The only shiny I would ever probably consider naming is Heatran, and name it Toaster, because an expression I have that I say a lot is toastered whenever like we beat something in a game really thoroughly, just that they got toastered. So I might name that Toastered, but I'm not 100% sure about that. Yeah, it's like get toastered. It's a thing that you will hear me say a lot. Nope. Not 45. Yeah, it's like get toasted is a thing that I say a lot. And because like I was telling some of my friends a couple of days, actually this was yesterday night after I fought the rematch Elite Four of Sinnoh in this game. I just said I fought Aaron, and he just toasted me. It was just he just thrashed me. It's like I use toaster. Toastered is just get thrashed. It's just get thrashed. It's just like my own little thing of saying that. But glad to see you guys are all doing well. How have you been, Binge? Hopefully you're doing well. And anything you doing? Okay. Hello, bot. I mean, the thing is, I'm actually kind of glad I'm getting botted at times, because when I get botted, it means that, okay, you're big enough for bots to start noticing you. And when bots start noticing you again, it means you're getting bigger. So, I'm okay with it. I'm okay with that, honestly. You know, like, comments, they mean, you know, more, interactions. I'm more favoring it. It's not great. I mean, yeah, it's against a bot comment, but, you know, I don't mind it as much. But, again, on to number 47. Let's get that shiny, hopefully. I mean, I'm surprised that we actually got to 50 as quick as we did. I am surprised we got to 50 as quick as we're going to be getting to 50 as quick as we did. But that's just mostly due to how quick these resets are. It's not even an hour in. We're actually less than 45 minutes, and we're at almost 50. So we'll reach 100 before we actually end the stream. So I'm probably going to go for about an hour and a half. And main reason for that is I need to get back to recording Plague of Shadows today. I also need to start recording more for the X and Y video, as well as the X, Y, ORAS, then Shield and Sword, then BDSP. Because here's the thing. When it comes to the Generation 8 analysis that I'm doing for Shield and Sword, and then for, of course, Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, there are so many battles in Shield and Sword on its own. I might actually need to split up Shield and Sword into 2 separate parts just because there's that many battles. It's kind of ridiculous. It's just honestly freaking absurd that there's that many battles. But yeah, we're gonna be doing that. I might. It may not be depending on how quick I can go through them, but it might. Hey, Tag, glad to see you're here. But yes, like, I might need to go through that one, and depending on that, I might need to space things out a little more. I also have a couple other videos in the works, like one video that I do have in the works is basically going over a lot of, like, the hypocrisy that is the every Pokemon is someone's favorite Pokemon, you know, whole spiel that people give, where, like, there's a lot of hypocrisy tied up into that whole thing, and basically going apart that hypocrisy that exists there. An analysis of really, was Mega Evolution actually helpful to the base forms, or was it, like, actually more unhealthy for them? The easiest Pokemon game analysis video, like, which game actually is the easiest of the series? The most difficult analysis video of, like, what game was actually the hardest, which, I mean, that's going to be a bit of a beast on its own, because the easiest game is a very clear-cut decision. Like, it's a very, very clear-cut thing, and that is just easy to pick. Like, that is an easy game to decide which one it is, and open shut. I actually say in the video, like in the script form, I actually say, the entire video up until this point has been completely irrelevant. The only reason why I have gone over all of it is to show why, after I mention this one detail, this entire thing is irrelevant. And that's actually why this thing is completely irrelevant. With the hardest game, it's that it's not really seen, because there's no like number comparison. Oh, I have lots of projects. Like, the thing is, you have no clue how many projects I have in the works. Like, I still have to finish Plague Knights, Plague of Shadows for the series. I still have to finish Metroid Fusion. I still have to finish tagging and naming all the Fossil Fighters Champions episodes. I mean, the thing is, I have a lot of ideas. Like, we can also bounce ideas off one another, like, when it comes to, like, things like that later. You know, I wouldn't mind talking about ideas. But it's like, I have a lot of ideas for a lot of things, but I also have the drive, and not to, like, at risk of sounding egotistical, I have the analytical mindset to really look at them in the way. Oh, Arcox, how are you doing? If it comes for Red Rock, I hope you don't... I mean, I know I'm going to end up like that. But how are you doing? How are you doing, R? Hope you're doing pretty well. But yeah, it's like, I have a lot of things working out at the moment, and the main reason why I'm actually working on them right now is actually I've kind of gotten to the point where, you know, we're big enough where I can justify the fact that I'm spending like 10 hours on a single video. I didn't do the Dynamax, like the one video I really would have loved to do, but I have accepted I don't have the time to actually put it all together, is the retrospective Z-Move Dynamax Mega Evolution video, which I want to work on that one. Like, that is a video that I know I want to do at some point, but I know I don't have the ability to edit that right now, because just the amount of time that one will actually take is just too much. Because I'm already kind of like running on shoestring time right here. Like, I have about 30 days to do everything, and you know, it's not gonna be tight. Like, I mean, I will say, like, have safely enough time to do like all the current projects I have, which, you know, I can safely do all those. But when it comes to the bigger other things, like, I have this whole idea of like the Pokemon Academy, like basically going over and running through an analysis of what each thing does. That doesn't seem super interesting, although which one do you find super interesting? Joe, if anything about Fossil Fighters Champions. Saying anything about Fossil Fighters, like, oh, finally. Oh yeah, Joe, we're doing a Fossil Fighters thing. We're doing a thing. My day has been whole. Yep. That's exactly what it is. But yeah, Joe, I'm actually doing a Fossil Fighters Champions thing at some point in the future. We're actually working on that right now. We're also doing another project we're doing is actually an analysis of Fossil Fighters itself to see, like, is it actually a Pokemon clone or just misunderstood originality? Yeah, the Z-Move Dynamax Mega comparison is a thing that I've actually had in the works for a long time in terms of, like, conceptuals for it. And the reason why it was very hard to do is that it was hard to justify making that Z-Move Dynamax Mega Evolution comparison retrospective video, is that it wouldn't be a single video. It would actually be about 4 to 5 parts in total, 3 if I can, like, kind of trim things down, because of how much stuff there is to go over with that. You have to analyze the Z-moves on a mechanical level, there's a lot. Megas on a mechanical level, Dynamax on a mechanical level, go over, like, a lot of the things involving them. You know, function, like, how they work on a mechanical level, how, like, in principle how they work, how in battle they function, and there's so many particulars about them that I can literally fill up an entire video of just, this is mechanically how these things function. Like, this is on their own, this is the changes they make to how the game works. works in terms of, like, they alter stats in this way. They alter base power of moves in this way. And I can basically just have an entire video on just that. That's before even getting into comparing them to one another as a pure numbers perspective. Basically, it's an entire video to set up the numbers. Like, in one video, setting up this is the numbers, and then the next video is this is how the numbers compare to one another because of these things. There is so much going on with that. I could not do that. That would probably be like a week-long video in and of itself. Well, it would be like a week-long series in and of itself, because I would need to, like, record everything, which recording it is probably going to be longer than most of the discussion video series because of just how long it is. Then there is the getting the footage, which is also going to take a while. Then there's just, like, editing it all, because editing it all is just a ridiculous amount of time. The one thing I will say, the screenshot thing will not be as long for this one. And that's because one of the big things that takes a lot of time with the discussion video series is actually doing the backdrop PNGs for the videos, like it's the team compositions. That takes a very long time. It's about 2 minutes per PNG, where it's basically I go onto Bulbapedia, take a screenshot of the team, paste it into Krita, edit, boom. That's about 2 minutes per one. Now, stretch that out over about 30, 40, 30, 40, 50 battles. That's about an hour, hour and a half, bordering on 2 hours. And one of the reasons why it takes around, 2 hours is because when it comes to certain battles, there are more there's not enough space to, like, fit all the rival battles teams on a single PNG, so I have to go on 2 PNGs, and that takes a lot more editing time. So it comes out to about an hour and a half, 2 hours for most of them, especially the modern ones, because this is one thing that is going to make Shield and Sword take probably the longest time of any of them, is Shield and Sword has so many battles. There are so many battles contained within Shield and Sword that, because there's so many rematches you have the Galarian Star Tournament after the first Galarian Cup rematch, the first Champion Cup rematches, then you have the Galarian Star Tournament. There's so many battles over and over and over again that you go over. You have three rivals. I mean, it's also numerically, Hop is the rival you have facing the most unique team battles with. Hop is the rival you battle the most. And then you have Marnie, you have Beatty, you have, Swordward, Shieldbert, Peony, all these things. One of the things that does kind of bring it down a little, and, like, would bring it down compared to the other ones, is you don't have an Elite Four, which, that might seem like a good thing until you remember, wait, the way in which they do the Elite Four is replace it with the Galarian Champions Cup matches, where you have all the gym leaders, you have all the rivals, you have all these important characters that are in the Champions Cup tournament. So you cut out 4 battles, but replace that with, like, 10 or 11. And then do that again. So it's ridiculous. It's so many battles. There's just a lot of battles in that game, and it's just kind of insane. I am legitimately dreading doing that video. It's why I said that I've written in the script, and, like, I will verbally say this in the video itself. We are going to be excluding all the, like, Gym Challenger NPCs that battle in those tournaments. Like, you have 15 NPCs that join in those tournaments, and the reason why we're not going over them is because they just have worse teams. I see, like, I know the champions of certain Vivsaurs, Super Ball, the 30 of them. Do they act like an item for other Vivsaurs if you wonder if a remake? Oh, interesting. You're gonna probably enjoy it. What is the theme music? I can't tell if PMD, but I can't pinpoint it. It really depends on, like, what point in the song it's actually at right now, because, like, I have 4 songs on this one. There is the Cynthia theme in here. There is there's a Cynthia theme. There is the beach music from there's the beach music of the beach at sunset. There is the Through the Sea of Time. It might actually be Through the Sea of Time. And I don't remember what the last song in this like playlist thing is. It's a looped playlist of these songs, but it's either In the Sea of Time or At the Beach at Dusk. It's either one of those. But yeah, it's like I love the PMD music. It's so good. Just so many great songs. I would have loved to do a Pokemon. I mean, at some point we will be doing a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky, just stream playthrough series because I love that game. But yeah, we're gonna be doing saying anything about Fossil Fighters Champ. Yeah, it's like we are going to be doing Fossil Fighters Champions on the channel at some point as a recorded Let's Play series. So I think you're gonna look forward to that. But yeah, it's like I'm glad that you guys are liking the stuff we're doing. It really just warms my heart so much that you guys are enjoying things, because it's like I remember when I first started doing this, I was hugely worried that people weren't going to enjoy things, that they that just like the channel would not really grow, that the channel would just kind of stagnate, and just it was a huge worry of mine. But you guys, you come in and you watch week after week after week, and you comment, you talk, you engage, you give feedback, and you tell me how much you guys enjoy watching, and it's just magical. I made this channel because I wanted to share my love of this series with you guys, and you guys share your love in return. It's just so great. It's just great. I love it. Sorry if my voice is kind of breaking, but like, thank you guys. Less sappy things. So yeah. We've also stopped the Chimchar hunt. Like, I am not doing the Chimchar hunt anymore. I've on stream at least. Like, that's something that I'm going to be doing off stream, and the whole reason for that really is, as much as I enjoy like the stream shiny hunt of Chimchar with you guys, it's just the Chimchar hunt is so long and it's so tedious. It's such a tedious thing that I don't really have the patience to do on stream. I also I don't have the viewer base size to have like these awesome conversations for this long during those super long tedious hunts. I'm really just sitting here kind of rambling for about 2 hours, an hour and a half, and it kind of gets a little exhausting really quickly. But when it comes to like things like this, like there's a lot more going on, I can talk, and it's not as mind-numbing to me. Whereas with the shiny starter reset hunts, those are just brutal to me. I can't stand those. But yeah, so I'm going to be doing that off screen. I do know that Pokemon Black and White and Fossil Fighters Champions has a very much the same kind of music. There's those Oh, I love Fossil Fighters Champions music. Tremolo Hunter is legitimately a song that I love. I have it saved on my computer, and it's just great. It's a great song. It's like, this game the basic enemy grunt theme does not deserve to be this good, and yet it is. It's so good. I love it. But yeah, I'm glad that you're gonna be excited for that. I am very glad that you guys are gonna be excited for that. Again, Metroid Fusion is gonna be one of the next. I still need to get working on Metroid Fusion more. I need to get working back on Metroid Fusion more, because that's one of the other reasons why I've been starting to do like earlier stream daytime things, because I can do my recording for the discussion series, the difficulty discussion analysis series. I can do that earlier in the day. I can stream middle of the day, and then I can do my like recorded stuff for other things later. And then in the meantime, I'm doing editing for other things between the times. Yeah, I've heard good things about Metroid Fusion. Do not spoil anything about Metroid Fusion, or I will be pissed off at you, at anyone who does it, because like I like going into games blind. and like I really look forward to playing it. I've heard good things about it. I've heard some not good things about it, but I'm like, you know what? I've heard some not good things about the game. I'm the guy who hates Kanto but loves black and white. I'll give this game a chance. You know what? I don't care. I want to see what it's got. And I look forward to seeing what it has to offer. But yeah, that's one thing why I've been doing like stuff like later in the day, like, well, not later in the day, but like more in the afternoon. And then I've been doing like other stuff in the morning because I want to do recording in the morning for the difficulty analysis series. Because when I do that, it means I'm not completely exhausted for the stream. If I'm not when I finish the stream thing, I can rest for a couple of hours and really record more game stuff for Let's Play content and just do more with that. It's a thing of like just spacing everything out, because switching from one game to the next, the next, the next, the next, and then back again, it doesn't really give if I go like from one to the other, because that was one thing I had to do when I streamed at like 8, 9, 7:30, 8, 9, whatever it was p.m. Immediately had to snap over to doing Pokemon stuff from my script, and I didn't give my brain enough time to, shift over, and I'm making all kinds of tripping over myself and everything like that. I mean, one of the other things that did take so long with the recording the stuff for the difficulty analysis series was I was kind of self-conscious about, like, looking at the script and reading straight from the script at the videos, which I've kind of gotten over that. Like, I am much more comfortable now with reading straight from the script, like looking down and reading from the script at the same time I am talking. Because one thing I realize is that my face is not front and center the whole conversation piece. My face is not front and center to everything. What is front and center is the thing people are looking at, which is going to be the team compositions I am going over at the present moment. Not my face until we get to the end analysis thoughts, which is generally about a minute or so. And I will also be honest, when it comes to the end of video discussion things, a lot of that I do actually have, I have all that scripted out, but most of it is like a short half-page thing of like just general thoughts on the game overall, how difficult it is, and how it relates to the previous game. But I add a lot more flourishes, I add a lot more, just talking to that, just from right off the cuff. That's not me reading from the script, that's just me talking normally, and, my actual feelings on things. It's not scripted. It's like, here's some general bullet points to hit, as opposed to, when I go over the teams, my thoughts as I'm reading from the teams, those are my thoughts I put on the paper. When it comes to the end game analysis, that is me talking straight, just what I think of it. With, some guiding bullet points, but more of not scripted, to make it a little more spontaneous. And, a little more, free form. And I feel like you guys can tell a little bit more that I'm not reading straight from a script for those end portions. It's why, like, I do front and center screen face, because I'm not looking at my script the whole time. And now that I'm not as self-conscious about reading straight from the script on screen, and I can actually do that more often, I'm more comfortable doing that, it makes the videos fly so much quicker when it comes to recording, because I don't feel that. I feel like if I did something with a face cam, it would be awkward about it. How do you handle dealing with talking to the camera like that without the human component from the other side? See, the thing that I do is I look a little ajar from the face cam. It's also like my face cam has like my face on the screen right below it, so like I can see my face talking. But I actually look a little past my face cam, where there's, like, I have a poster behind my face cam thing, and I look at the thing behind I look at the poster behind the face cam as basically a thing to focus on. But it's also a thing of, I did used to do, years and years and years ago, this was back when I was in middle school, I did a channel where it was, like, video reviews of, like, movies, and it was just me talking to a camera, so I have a little bit of that experience. But it's also, like, as if I do read the script a lot more. It's something that you just kind of get a bit accustomed to. Butterflies very much. What kind of cool music we wear the same team? Yeah, it's like, yeah, it's one of those things you just kind of gradually get a bit used to it over time, because I will be honest, I was legitimately nervous about putting out the video with my face in it the first time for the discussion series, but I realized I need to have my face in the discussion series for it, because if I don't have my face in it, I think there's going to be a lot lost on it. I don't really have a big channel at the moment, and you guys don't really know how I speak as well. I mean, you guys know that, like, the way I talk, the tone I generally have, and, you know, even when I do in my streams, I am more analytical, but having my face in the discussion videos, I think, adds a bit more to just the depth of it, and I want that. So I did, you know, put my face in it for that reason. I will say, I was nervous, and I was actually, like, nervous about putting my face out there into the world, but I was like, well, my face has already been online, I've had this other channel, and, I mean, a lot of the people that I know are going to be seeing this are already seeing my face, so, like, they know me already. It's like, I didn't mind, really. And yeah, it is something that it's a bit of a skill you have to work up over time, because it's something that you do have to get a little bit comfortable with. But yeah, it takes some time to do. And honestly, I have actually considered doing a sort of behind the scenes video, basically me screen capturing footage of me working on things at the same time I have, like, footage of me doing this, like, me as I am editing, like, the things I do while I'm editing and everything like that, because I don't just, like, go on my computer and just start editing away, just, like, plugging away editing for, like, 6 hours a day. I actually, while I'm editing, I am, like, playing games, I am talking with friends, I'm doing other things, while at the same time I'm editing, because if I do editing, like, just for, you know, of course, hours at a time, it just straight away, it burns me out. And I have, like, considered doing that, just to see, like, you know, this is what goes behind the scenes on things, because anytime I, you know, talk to, you know, other small people who are content creators, I always tell them, like, being a creator is not, you know, just like playing games normally, because you are talking a lot more. Have a lot of, like, tips, like, have water on hand, like, always have, like, a water bottle or two right at your feet, so that you don't have to go up and get more water before you start playing, of course, you know, go to the bathroom. One thing I actually do, like, a lot of the times before I do big recording sessions, I actually go take a shower. You know, I just, like, take a shower, give my eyes a break from, you know, just looking at a screen for as long as it is, you know, of course, you know, the shower to, you know, relax, rejuvenate, and, you know, just, like, ease up a little bit. You know, if anything's been troubling me, it just kind of goes away. You know, come back refreshed, and boom, just come back feel refreshed. You know, drink water, have some chapstick on hand, because your lips will get dried out very quickly. Says right as I apply my own chapstick, because my lips are getting dried out. Organize your desk, like, have a desk that is organized. When it comes to the analysis video, you know, stuff, I have notebooks on my desk right now. Like, I have a stack of 3 spiral notebooks that contain, so far, the entirety of the analysis series up until what I have. It'll eventually get into a 4th one when I get to Shield and Sword, and then BDSP. You'll eventually at that point. But yeah, it's definitely a process of needing to know, like, everything you have at your disposal, and needing to get a bit more comfortable with just, you know, talking, with being able to talk for long periods of time, which is another thing. Again, I've had a video, like, tips on how to get more comfortable doing things like that, or, you know, because, again, it's a lot like when it came to, like, me starting out with Pokemon. I didn't know what I was doing, and it took me a while just to feel out what I have to do, and, like, what is the best way to go about doing things. When it comes to, you know, like, the bios I did in the Let's Play series. One thing I did was I would write down the bios on a piece of paper and read from that piece of paper while I'm doing the bios. That eventually got, you know, a bit too long, and just having all the bios written on a piece of paper was kind of obnoxious. But I do a little bit more. How goes off for Dialga? It actually goes quite well, Jared. It actually goes quite well. How are you doing, my friend? And again, thank you. Don't forget to leave a like. Glad to see you're doing here. It's been a while. We are indeed hunting for a clock dragon, which I love. I am dreading when we actually encounter the freaking thing, because I don't know how easy this thing is going to be. Because I know that Dialga is strong. Like, I know Dialga is very bulky. I know that it can actually take hits very well, but also hits back really hard. I have stocked up on a lot of healing items. I have stocked up on a lot of Pokeballs in preparation. Probably a lot more than I should. But the one thing that just worries... One that worries me is just it's struggling out. Which is one of the reasons why I am going to be tallying up, like, the PP it uses, and when it gets close to the end, like, I will, if we get a shiny, I will Master Ball this thing. I will just Master Ball, done. I don't want to risk it. Because I like Dialga. I would very much like to get a shiny. Nope. Come on, give me my shiny Dialga. Give me my sparkly clock dragon. It's time for me to get that shiny Dialga. Even though we are massively, massively under odds, it's still time to get Dialga because shiny Dialga. Love Dialga. Favorite legendary Pokemon. Yep, Dialga is my favorite legendary Pokemon. I really love it. It's got my favorite type combination. I love Steel Dragon. My favorite type is Steel. My second favorite is Dragon. It's an aggressive, bulky Pokemon, which is, of course, the way that I love Pokemon generally. I like them being aggressive. I like them being bulky. And it's just all around a great Pokemon. Great design, looks great, and just... I just love it. I just freaking love it. There we go. We are now on to 81. Square of 9. So there's a little bit of math right there. Well, next one's going to be 81. Next one's going to be 81, actually. But how do you guys like it? How are you guys thinking of this stuff so far? I am wondering, though, when we come back from me being at college, there's a small part of me that is worried if I'm going to still want to be doing, like, certain of these shiny hunts. Max's favorite legendary being a giant steel dragon. I mean, yeah, it's not shocking that my favorite one is a giant steel dragon monster. It's not shocking at all, but yeah, I love it. Anyone who knows me knows that Dialga is my favorite. Just, even if I don't tell you outright my favorite is Dialga, you could probably pretty easily guess that it's my favorite because, I mean, it's a steel type. It's a steel type dragon type, and Flash Cannon is my second favorite move. My second favorite move in the entire series is actually Flash Cannon, and I love a good Flash Cannon user. Like, my favorite move in the entire series is actually Meteor Mash, but yeah, not the greatest move, but yeah, I like it. I just wish, though, that more things could actually use Flash Cannon well, but, I mean, semantics. I know a lot of steel types are not special attackers. Most of them are physical attackers, so you're not really going to end up with a lot of Flash Cannon users, or Flash Cannoneers, I guess I should say. Because, like, there's Dialga, there's Registeel, which I don't count, there's Jirachi, but even then I like Flinch Hacks Jirachi, there's Celesteela, there's yeah, there's Dialga, Registeel, kind of, and yeah, like that's it. Like, there's, I mean, can Kyurem learn it? I mean, there's a lot of items that can't. Like, maybe Kyurem can learn Flash Cannon. Let me actually check this. I'm actually curious now. Let's take a look at that learn. Like, there's not a whole lot of legend that can learn it. Flash Cannon. Yeah, it's like I love Flash Cannon. It's my favorite move in the series. Second favorite move in the series, actually. But it's just great. I mean, Heatran learns Flash Cannon too. So, like, there's 3 of them right there. Jirachi again. Jirachi's like, I also love Flinch Hacks with Iron Head. Also, I love how on, like, Bulbapedia, like, the one has of course they use Klefki for it. Ugh. Screw you, Klefki. There are very few steel type Pokemon I hate. I hate Klefki. I despise Klefki. And it can go burn in the deepest pits of Tartarus. It sucks. What's that? Legendary Pokemon. Yeah, it's like, I love how you look at the entire thing of Pokemon that can learn it. It's like, it goes from Metagross, Registeel, Magnezone, Dialga. Like, there's basically nothing that learns it. There's just nothing that basically learns it. Again, Mew does not count. I guess all the red, huh? All the Reggies learn. I mean, well then again, I mean Registeel learned Regirock got it recently, but like, okay, the Reggies, okay. Did not know Deoxys learned Flash Cannon. That's a little surprising. Neat. Heatran learns it, of course, I knew that. Druddigon learns Flash Cannon? That's weird. Huh. I mean, Cobalion makes sense, but like, Thundurus? Thundurus always learned Flash Cannon? Huh, I like that. Zekrom, okay. Hey, Kyurem does get it. Kyurem does get Flash Cannon. So it makes a little bit of an anti-ice Pokemon. I like it. Genesect, of course. I've got to do it. Genesect, actually. Xerneas learns Flash Cannon? Okay, that's a bit interesting. So Galio, but like, it's a Galio. You're not going to use it. Oh, Necrozma, okay. Huh. Neat. That's neat. I like it. I like it. There's a lot. That's actually a lot more than I would have expected. I mean, granted, like Necrozma is basically a steel. Necrozma is basically a psychic rock type in terms of move that it learns. It's basically a psychic rock type in that perspective, but yeah, I guess I didn't know that. It is, but like I didn't expect it. Huh. Starmie learns it? Starmie always learned it? Neat. That's actually really neat. I did not know that. Yeah, I mean, I knew that Cryogonal always learned it, like that's funny. But yeah, Kyurem learns it. Spritzy learns it? Is it the Auroras? Okay, that's weird. A lot of weird, like that's the reason why I like Flash Cannons. Like, a lot of, like, weird things learn Flash Cannon. I didn't even know that half those things, actually, I didn't even know, like, the vast majority of them learn Flash Cannon. But yeah, that's really cool. The Turtonator learns it, okay. That's weird. I mean, I guess because it has like, Duskwings, Duskmane Necrozma that gets, Flash Cannon, because, like, it does mentally go Steel type, makes sense. Eternatus learns it, too. Huh. Well, I did not know that. I mean, I guess it would help against Fairy type. Well, then again, it's already got. Yeah, Spritz. Like, the thing is, like, Flash Cannon is like a blast of light, I guess. Like, I mean, that makes sense why, like, Necrozma learns it next, like, the blast of light, because its name in Japanese is, Luster Cannon. So it's like light, blast, flash. So, like, it makes sense. Because, like, it's why I see, like, electric types learning it as well. But, yeah, Spritzy and Aromatisse is probably the weirdest one. Yeah, it says, like, description. The user gathers all the light in its energy, light energy and releases it at once. Yeah, it's like, it's like a light burst move, so it makes sense why, like, Necrozma can learn it, which I like. I mean, I like that. Like, it's a light Pokemon. It's, you know, basically it's a living supernova. Which explains why a number of psychic types can actually learn it, too. Because, like, Duosian can learn Flash Cannon, as well as Sigilyph, so it makes a little bit of sense. But yeah, like, Aromatisse and Spritzy can learn Flash Cannon, which is weird, but at the same time, it's kind of hilarious. It's like, that's pretty good. I do like, though, that, I do really like how Kyurem can learn Flash Cannon, because it's like, I did mention, like, maybe Kyurem can, is like, because a lot of ice types can actually learn Flash Cannon. And lo and behold, it actually can learn Flash Cannon. I mean, it probably isn't going to be the most competitively viable move for it. I mean, it would help against Fairy types. It would help against Fairy and Rock types, actually, so I guess it wouldn't be too bad, considering that generally Rock types tend to have some poor special defense. So, I guess it might make sense. And also would hit Fairy types, because, you know, Fairy types, but then again, they have, you know, typically higher special defense than that, but I don't know, makes sense. Starmie, I mean, again, like Starmie kind of makes a little bit of sense, because, again, like, a number of psychic types can learn it, but I don't know, it's an interesting thing. It's interesting. I mean, Octillery makes like Octillery learns a lot of weird moves. It learns like all beam moves. It learns so many weird things. I mean, it learns freaking flamethrower and charge beam and bullet seed. So funny. I love it. I like Octillery. I like Octillery in that it's such a weird thing, but I also kind of, I don't know. It's a thing I'm mixed on. I'm a bit mixed on it. I like it. I don't like it. Are Maldo and Camerupt can learn it? Okay, that's weird. That's pretty weird. Like, I mean, again, light, luster, kind of makes sense, but those don't make sense. I mean, I guess like obsidian, volcanic glass. So, I mean, that's weird. That's just weird. The episode we talk about Flash Cannon. We could make an entire video. I did not actually see the Jaden Animations video. I have never actually watched Jaden Animations, so I can't really comment on that. I've heard a lot of people mention it, but I have not seen it myself. And actually, considering, like, I guess we could probably go to 150. I mean, I don't know what we're gonna go to. I don't know what we're gonna go to. Electros also learns Flash Cannon? Huh. Okay, that's something. But only regular Stunfisk, only Galarian Stunfisk, I mean, learns Flash Cannon. Okay, that's a little surprising. Golurk also learns Flash Cannon. Okay, that's just weird, but I like it. Behem also learns it. I mean, Amora and Aurorus, that's pretty weird. I mean, we're unsure about that thing. Yeah, nothing says lustrous about Camerupt. Bingo. Nothing about Camerupt says lustrous. Agreed. I mean, again, like Blastoise makes like cannons. It makes it, but again, it's like that's weird. Like Flash Cannon is learned by such a weird variety of Pokemon. I mean, again, that's the kind of thing about Steel type move is a lot of Steel type moves are learned by a lot of Pokemon because there's a lot of Pokemon that learn Steel. I mean, a lot of things learn the move Iron Head. A lot of things learn. I mean, like every bird thing learns Steel Wing. Basically, everything with a tail learns Iron Tail. Basically, like, I mean, Metal Claw. A lot of things learn Metal Claw. Gyro Ball. A lot of things learn Gyro Ball. It's like Steel has so many things that learn Steel type moves, even if they're not Steel themselves, and I love it. It's such a great thing. I mean, there's a lot of weird things that learn Heavy Slam, like I know Machamp and Hariyama can learn them. Hariyama makes more sense to have Heavy Slam than, Machamp, but I think it learns Iron Head, which is just freaking hilarious. How so many things learn Iron Head, but Lucario doesn't. It's like the argument people make as well, like there actually are a number of fighting types that do learn Iron Head, and even like mammalian Pokemon like Arcanine also learn Iron Head. Doesn't make sense why you can't learn Iron Head. Just doesn't. And yet they gave it the Space Punch. Makes no sense. Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised that Latios actually can't learn Flash Cannon, because, like, Luster Purge, its Japanese name for, Flash Cannon is Luster Cannon. It's like, kind of would have made sense for it to learn Flash Cannon, considering, Luster Purge, Luster Cannon. Let me see what the Japanese name for Luster Purge is. Luster Purge. Honestly, I love that name. Luster Purge. Sounds awesome. Its Japanese name is also Luster Purge, so, like, it makes no sense. Honestly, what they should have done with like, Illuminate. They should have made, like, electric moves and, like, Luster Purge and Power Gem do more damage. They should make those kind of moves do more damage. Because, like light moves do more damage. That would be a great way to have Illuminate be something. But, I mean, Illuminate is just useless. Illuminate is an ability that just does jack squat other than make it so you encounter Pokemon more often. I think they might have changed it. Illuminate. They might have changed Illuminate, but I highly doubt it, because it's just garbage normally. Illuminate has no in-battle effect. If Pokemon's in the front of the party, wild Pokemon are more likely. Yeah, it does nothing. It does absolutely nothing. They should have made Illuminate do something useful. It's like, maybe using moves like Luster, using moves like Flash Cannon, or as like maybe it has like permanent Bright Powder or something. I don't know. They should have made Illuminate do something, because it's just pointless. It's just pointless. But let's actually. Oh, we have 9 votes on this thing, so let's close the poll and see what you guys think for what the odds of when we're going to be encountering the thing. We've already passed 50, so like we're not going to find it by 50. But let's see what everyone else thinks for when we're going to encounter it. Number 94, and nope. Not a sparkly dragon. It's not a sparkle dragon. Come on, bring up my poll thing. Bring up my poll. Oh, there we go. End poll. And come on, bring up the poll. Bring up the poll. I want to see what my poll tallies up to. 9 votes. Okay, so most of you guys think it'll be by 200, which, I mean, I agree. It's probably going to be more by 200. No one voted for 50. That's freaking hilarious. I also like how it's increments of 22 points. So it's 11, then 33, then 55. I find that fun. I love seeing things like that. So great. But now we're up to 95. No, 95. Let's see if we're actually going to get it here. I should also start looking for a raid target, considering raid is always what we do at the end of our mechanized Mexus raid. Let's see. Let's actually see what we got. Also, wow, it's getting dark really quick. Then again, this is the time that I'm streaming at, so like it makes sense. Ooh, risky streaming. Oh, she's doing Mario stuff, so nah, probably shouldn't do that. Probably shouldn't do Mario stuff. Because like she's doing Mario stuff. So how is everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? Sorry if I'm rambling like a crazy person. I am always rambling like a crazy person, because that's the thing that I do best. That's the thing that I do best. Ooh, someone's hunting shiny Drifloon. I can respect that. I can very much highly respect the Drifloon hunt. Nope. Not shiny Dialga. Not a shiny Dialga. Not a shiny Dialga. And someone doing Inclement Emerald. Hunting? The Honey Shiny. Polytech fan is Honey Shiny Regirock. Okay. And they're doing a shiny Legendary hunt, so I mean, we could also do that comparatively, because like they're doing the same thing we are. House of Moxie is hunting Giratina, which would actually be very fitting. Went to work this morning. It was kind of a disaster, but you know, we got there. What actually happened at work? What actually happened? So I don't think I actually know what happened. I was up for Turtwig, semester, we're working on it. You should probably not be hunting for Turtwig right now, Jared. You probably should switch what you're doing. You should probably focus on those final assignments. You should probably focus on those final assignments, all things considered. I do not condone watching my channel over schoolwork. I do not condone that. So you should probably not be doing that. And yeah, we're probably gonna be going. Yeah, we're gonna go for House of Moxie, because they are hunting Giratina, and of course, I gotta do like a similar rhyming scheme as mine, because we're doing Dialga. They're doing Palkia. They're doing Giratina. They're doing another member of a Creation Trio, so we gotta go for that. Jared, we're gonna be wrapping this up in we're gonna be wrapping this up in like 3 minutes, 4 minutes. So, okay, we'll do that. But after we go on the raid, tap in the raid thing. We go to the person's raid channel. Then you go focus on your other stuff, because those are important. Those grades are important. Don't be like me. Don't be like me. So yeah, so we're gonna be going and doing that. Let me just check see how long Moxie has been going, because I hope he's not like ending. Oh, well, I mean, I don't know. I think he's gonna be. I don't think he's gonna be done soon. But yeah, He's been doing this for about 3 hours, so he looks like he's going. He looks like he's going strong. So yeah, we only got about a couple more minutes, and then we'll of course be going to our mechanized Mexus raid. We got 2 more encounters. Well, actually, this is going to be our second to last encounter. This is going to be our number 99. Clone Force 99. 99, rest in peace. Not a shiny Dialga for number 99. And here is number 100. So, hopefully, this is going to be shiny. I mean, there was one of you that thinks this is going to be it. I hope it is. I hope it isn't, but I doubt it. But how is everyone doing today? I mean, someone just came in like right before the end of this thing, but if you stick around for like 5 minutes, well, not even 5 minutes, like 2 minutes. Actually, not even a minute, not even 2 minutes. Like it would be pretty much right now. We're gonna be finishing up our last encounter of. Actually, wait, no. Let me. Yeah, this is encounter number 100. And it is not Dialga. Not shiny on this one. So, we are done for today. And of course, let's go for our tip goal. As always, mechanized max us raid. So, hope all of you enjoyed today. And have a merry Kaiju Crushmas and a monstrous New Year as we go and raid House of Moxie, because they are, of course, doing another shiny hunt themselves. So, hope to see you guys over there, and have a nice day. Again, merry Kaiju Crushmas, monstrous New Year. And raid. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. 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 Go.